What is up, Canada? What is up, YouTube? Matt McKeever here. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about MindGeek's pornography issue. And this is going to be a really interesting discussion. It's a serious discussion, probably as serious or more serious than a lot of the things we discuss on this channel. But there is a Canadian component or a piece to it. So I thought it would be an interesting article to cover. And recently, they just had their hearing meeting on February 5th. So that was Friday. So anyways, MindGeek is the parent company of PornHub. And they've been in hot water over the last couple of years, and this seems to really be accumulating in front of Canada's Federal Ethics Committee. So today we're going to be talking about, where did MindGeek's issues actually begin? What are the most recent allegations against them? What was their response? What is the ethics hearing all about? And what is their defense? So real quick here, MindGeek is the parent company of PornHub, and, they're legally headquarters in Luxembourg, but they've actually situated their head offices in Montreal. So that really adds the Canadian component to this entire story. And so, while our search history might be a little strange right now because of our browser history might be a little strange for researching this story, one of the funny little things that ties our company into this whole story is actually we recently just hired someone from Brazzers. And I didn't actually know what Brazzers was. So we were on a team meeting discussing it. I almost typed it into my browser on a screen share because I was just curious. They said he worked for a tech company. Anyways, just kind of a funny little story there. But the rest of the story, not so funny. So MindGeek's first issue started in December of 2020. And the New York Times published an article that called out the company for its alleged abuse of minors and adults alike. Visa and Mastercard launched an investigation of their own and cut ties with the company. So this obviously has a huge impact to any company when you've been cut off from Mastercard and Visa, two of the largest payment processors in the world, right? And so in the same month, 40 women from California claimed MindGeek through PornHub profited off of videos that were made without their consent. And this isn't the first time allegations like this have necessarily came up before either with porn websites. So MindGeek also, if we look back to November 2019, they actually ceased their partnerships with GirlsDoPorn, which is one of the websites that's part of all these allegations. And they formally ceased their partnership, in November 2019, when one of the operators, Ruben Garcia, also pleaded guilty to 2 counts of sex trafficking by force, fraud, and coercion. So then, in January 2020, California state courts awarded 22 women nearly $13 million in damages. And, in the more recent 40 women suit, the plaintiffs could each get up to $2 million USD damages, depending upon how that all plays out. So then recently there's been more allegations. So now here in Ontario, Canada, an Ontario resident has started another class action lawsuit against MindGeek. The suit alleges that MindGeek has profited off of child sexual abuse and non-consensual content since 2007. So the lawsuit is seeking hundreds of millions of dollars in compensation. And interestingly enough, the suit applies worldwide. So to anyone that was kind of taken advantage of in the name of profit. So the response from MindGeek or PornHub specifically in the wake of this, PornHub says that it has removed all content uploaded by non-verified users. And a lot of people are saying this is a good start, but the issues don't necessarily stem from uploads by non-verified users. For example, the GirlsDoPorn, I guess, was a verified user on the platform. So even though you may be a verified user, it doesn't necessarily guarantee that the uploader actually has the consent of the individuals on camera or in the piece of pornography. So MindGeek also began a partnership with Yoti in December of 2020. They state that Yoti's tools will enhance their ability to detect attempts by people to provide false identification during the moderation process. And they will be using Yoti's identity verification, age scan, and digital ID solutions. And the idea here is this will allow MindGeek to verify uploaders and visitors and try and avoid the issues that they've had in the past. So specific to the ethics hearing, this happened on February 5th, the Friday just passed, 2021. And MindGeek executive David Marmorstein and Taslow and Ferris Antoon testified in front of Canada's Federal Ethics Committee over their recent and ongoing child pornography allegations. So this comes on the heels of another testification by a 19-year-old Serena Fleets. And she alleged that MindGeek caused irreversible damage to her life after a video of her when she was 13 years old was published on PornHub. The title of the video was 13-year-old brunette shows off with the camera. This seems to be very damning and damaging evidence that they knowingly profited off of child pornography. It was literally there in the title. So when she contacted Pornhub to take the video down, they didn't respond for over a week and only removed it several weeks later. The video allegedly resurfaced on the site a few days later, and she's faced constant bullying and eventually resorted to drugs amidst all of the abuse. So their defense from MindGeek and Pornhub's defense is, they're facing quite damning evidence, appears, but MindGeek executives say that they need to complete their own investigations into Fleet's alleged messages. They state that they haven't found any evidence of the messages yet. The steps they've taken recently through the partnership with Yodi and their removal of unverified content can be argued to show that they care about these issues. And at the hearing, Tassilo assured everyone that MindGeek operates the safest adult platform in the world right now. But he also added that it's possible that people have been able to get around their security systems and that they take their breaches seriously. But at a certain point, some people say that's not good enough. Their new partnerships and steps are in the right direction, but a lot of people are seeking a zero abuse, zero trafficking sort of solution and saying that they're still responsible for the content that gets uploaded on their website. So again, this is a very serious topic matter, but it's something that isn't going to go away with the internet, right? So I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Is this something that you take into consideration? Is this something that you think about? I'm sure a lot of people won't admit to visiting sites like Pornhub, but obviously a lot of people do. Is that something you take into consideration? Do you seek porn that is ethical and moral, that has full consent and abides by all the laws? I would really be curious to hear, a intelligent discussion in the comment section on this subject matter. Love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. And if you're aware of companies that you believe to be very ethical in this niche, I would be interested to hear and research those businesses because it seems like this could actually be a huge opportunity, right? We regularly talk about problems or profits. Obviously, this is a continued issue that we've seen in this industry and niche for a long time. And at some point in time, you got to ask yourself, isn't there an opportunity here for someone to come in and really make sure that they're creating completely legal content that has the consent of everyone, that works in a moral and ethical way? Love to hear your thoughts, your opinions. And if there's already suppliers out there, let us know in the comment section. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Appreciate you guys watching this video. If you got value from it, please smash the like button, and we'll be back tomorrow with 2 more live videos. Thanks, guys.